Welcome to the Lifestyle First podcast, discussing lifestyle medicine and making self-care as easy as 1, 2, 3. 1 question, 2 research reviews, and 3 actionable health tips, all centered around the Lifestyle First method, your blueprint for the 10 key routes of optimal health and happiness. And now your host, lifestyle medicine physician and coach, Dr. Alka Patel.
Hello and welcome to Series 4, Episode 7. The theme in the Lifestyle First method we're exploring today is why? Your connections. Digital technology. It has become a fundamental part of everyday life. There is no denying it. It can feel like a saviour, enabling connections, but at the same time, over-connection can feel overwhelming. We're on phones, computers, screens of every size, continuously accessing information. In fact, UK adults spend an average of 8 hours and 41 minutes a day on screens, more than they are sleeping. On average, we check our phones every 12 minutes, and 40% of us look at our phones within 5 minutes of waking up. What do these stats tell us? They tell us that we spend a lot of time with our digital tech, but so what? What's the effect? We hear the word digital detox used a lot, with implications that we need to remove ourselves from something that is harming us. But what exactly are the harms? And that's the one question I want to answer today. How is your health affected by your connection to digital technology? And the 2 pieces of information I've looked at to help support today's thinking are the 2016 review, Social Networking, Depression and Anxiety by Elizabeth Seabrook and her team, and the 2020 report by Aetna International called The Digital Health Dilemma. So there are specific conditions that have risen in relation to the use of digital devices. Have you heard of Nomophobia? Several published articles refer to this term. It's a panic disorder related to the fear of being away from mobile phones. Another condition is gaming addiction. It's now a recognised diagnosable condition. And research is certainly linking use of digital media to mental health issues. In the 2016 review of Social Networking, depression and anxiety were found to correlate with interactions on social media. Now, surprisingly, or perhaps unsurprisingly actually, it's not the duration of time spent on social media that has impact, but it's the quality of the interactions, with negative interactions connected to more depression and anxiety, and positive interactions connected to less anxiety and depression. So perhaps it's not digital detox we need, but digital mindfulness, choosing how we interact with the digital world with more awareness. So, how do you use your phone? Do you let it pull you wherever it takes you, or do you keep focus? Does every notification, every sound, every email pull you off course from what you were doing? Now, focus is one of our key skills, but it gets harder when our phones distract us. When you focus, you activate the prefrontal cortex of your brain, which is involved in so many of our higher level functions, such as attention, motivation, impulse control, and planning. When you're distracted, the connectivity of this essential part of the brain is affected, and the phone is then the distraction device, which affects your performance and productivity. Now, multitasking was once thought to be a superpower, but we now know that it's the opposite. When you switch from task to task, you're less productive. Constant digital distraction leads to more of an inability to focus. And by 5 p.m, you haven't been able to get to that meaningful work that you wanted to do. And it can be difficult to unplug when you carry the tools of your trade in your pocket or the screen is always visible in front of you. And of course, it's easy to see how we are now in an always on culture, which in itself adds to burnout and stress. And chronic stress, we know, is connected to a whole constellation of health impacts and chronic illness: heart disease, high blood pressure, stroke, diabetes, cancers. The stress resulting from always being accessible and the pressure to respond to emails or information outside of working time is high. And company culture really does have a pivotal responsibility to turn the switch off on this always on mindset. And this study by Aetna International of over 4,000 employees across the UK, US, UAE and Singapore found that overall we are both concerned and at the same time positive about digital tech and the effect that it can have on our health and our well-being. In this survey, 79% agree that technology enables us to manage time better, therefore reducing stress levels, yet 67% agree that checking phones for work-related messages makes us more stressed. 74% agree that technology enables us to manage time better, allowing time to exercise more, yet 70% agree that we would exercise more if we spent less time on our PCs. Tech is helpful and unhelpful. It's positive and negative. It's yin and yang. And there are more health effects: dry eyes from the constant stare at a fixed distance, screen apnea, that's becoming increasingly recognised. It's shallow breathing or breath holding when you're working in front of a screen. And possibly text neck, with neck pain and upper back pain from long periods of looking down at our phones, although the evidence for this is variable. A 5-year study in the Journal of Applied Ergonomics found an association between texting on a mobile phone and neck pain, whilst a 2018 study found that the posture of the neck made no difference to neck pain. The other area to think about when considering the effect of digital tech is the effect of screen time on children. We don't really know the exact effect yet. We think it might be harmful, with a 2018 review showing changes in academic performance, attention, creativity, and delayed social and emotional development. But until today's children become tomorrow's older adults, we won't know the full effect. So what's the upshot? How is your health affected by your connection to digital technology? Well, it certainly seems to have both psychological and physical effects, which means that digital well-being certainly needs a conscious awareness. But the impact of technology depends on how you use it. So use tech intentionally to support your goals. It's your relationship with tech, not the tech itself, that determines if it's a tool for you or against you. And paradoxically, digital tech itself can be used to encourage digital wellness. Apps to monitor screen time, for example, or reminders to turn screens off, reminders to stand up more, or nudges to make us drink more water or exercise better. Your digital well-being needs you to use digital technology in a way that enhances your life, not impedes it.
And now, here is your lifestyle first prescription. Your 3 activating actions to take you from knowing to doing.
Here's 3 ways to build digital mindfulness and digital well-being into your day. Action 1. One of the best productivity tips is to put your phone out of sight when you're working. Keep it in your bag or drawer or in another room. Give yourself specific times to check it if you need to, but whilst you're focused on a particular task, keep it out of your line of vision. I've started doing this, takes some discipline, but feels so liberating. Action 2, spend some time going through all the settings on your phone and computer and other devices and make conscious decisions about how you want to receive and interact with information. Don't stick to default settings. Switch off notifications from apps that you don't need. Change email settings to retrieve emails manually rather than automatically. Change notifications from social media. Be the one who controls, not the one who is controlled. And action 3, 24/6 instead of 24/7. Try a day a week where you can have a digital switch off. Now, doesn't have to be a whole day. Start with just an hour on screen-free Sunday, the first hour of the day. Don't touch your phone or any digital device for the first hour after you wake up. And build this week by week. How many tech-free hours can you build into a day? And that brings today's episode to a close. 1 question, 2 references, and 3 actions for you. I hope you have enjoyed today's insights, and if you have, then I would love you to subscribe and share this channel so that you too can help spread messages of health that matter. Which now leaves me, as always, to simply wish you a happy, healthy day.
Thanks for joining us on the Lifestyle First podcast, making self-care as easy as 1, 2, 3. Don't forget to subscribe and share, and we'd love it if you'd be kind enough to leave a review. To learn more or to arrange a consultation, please visit www.dralkapatel.com. See you next time.